Welcome students. Last class we have discussed the inductance of our transmission line. So to calculate the inductance of our transmission line, nothing but inductance is nothing but L will be equal to flux linkage by unit ampere of current is nothing but that is going to be called as often inductance. Okay, here for calculating inductance, flux linkage is going to be often very important. If you know about your flux linkage, then we can able to calculate our inductance. Correct? So in last session, we have seen nothing but how about the flux linkage in a single conductor. In a single conductor. Right? What we got the expression for single conductor, flux linkage in a single conductor? What is the expression we have got? What is the expression we have got? Mu naught I by 2 pi into 1 by 4 plus integral of r to infinity dx by x. So this is going to appear flux linkage. This is going to appear flux linkage in a single conductor. In a single conductor. It means internal flux linkage plus external flux linkage. Okay, it means your external flux linkage. This is going to be of nothing but internal flux linkage. Here we have got mu naught I by 8 pi. This is nothing but this we have got it for often internal flux linkage. Suppose in case it's going to be of an external flux linkage means we have got it nothing but mu naught I by 2 pi integral of r into infinity dx by x. Right? So this is the internal flux. This is your internal flux linkage and this is your external flux linkage. Okay. So this is going to be your total flux linkage in a single conductor. In a total flux linkage in a single conductor. Okay. When the current flows through the conductor. I think we have considered the conductor like this. We have considered the conductor like this, right? If a current flow in this conductor, I ampere of current is flowing through of a conductor, what will be the flux linkage? That flux linkage will be of an internal flux linkage plus external flux linkage due to its own current. So this is going to be often due to of its own current. What about if the current flowing in the neighboring conductors, what is the flux linkage on this conductor? What the expression we have got? So last session we have seen about the two derivations. One is nothing but how about the flux linkage in a single conductor, current carrying conductor. So when a group of conductors carrying a current means what is about your flux linkage? So what is the expression we have got? What is the expression we have got? What is the expression we have got? So here it is going to be of nothing but if the current is going to be of a different current means nothing but so we got this nothing but due to of another current. Due to of the current flowing in the other conductor, the flux linkage will be equal to often mu naught by I. This I may be often the current which is flowing due to of the other conductor. So suppose I am calculating for often conductor A means the current flowing in the conductor due to the current flowing in the conductor B, there will be a flux linkage that is going to be often mu naught IB by 2 pi integral of the distance. What is the distance? Limit is going to be propagated to infinity dx by x. So this is due to of its current flowing in the other conductor. So this we have discussed in the previous session. Okay. So now we are going to calculate what will be the inductance of our transmission line. So we have seen the parameters of transmission line are the transmission line parameter of resistance, inductance, capacitance, and conductance. Here the effect of resistance and conductance is going to be often less. It will be more or less is going to be often uniform. So we are not going to bother for about R and G. So main important parameter is going to be often L and C. So here first thing what we are going to do is how to calculate the inductance of the transmission line only we are going to discuss. So for that we have seen about what is the flux linkage. What is the flux linkage in a single current carrying conductor or group of current carrying conductors? So with the help of only we are going to see about how to calculate the inductance of our transmission line. So when it comes with respect of a transmission line, so transmission line we have often either single phase transmission line. We will have often single phase transmission line or three phase transmission line. We have often single phase transmission line or three phase transmission line. Single phase means we will have often two conductors. We will have often two conductors in a single phase transmission line. In a three phase transmission line, we will have often three conductors. We will have often three conductors. One for R phase, Y phase, and B phase. Here, when it comes to respect of a single phase means we will have often only one conductor that is going to be of phase will be one, other one will be of your neutral. Phase and neutral. Two conductors will be there. Okay. So now we are going to see that how to calculate the inductance of our transmission line. That to single phase transmission line. The two of one single phase transmission line. If we consider of a single phase transmission line, it will have often two parallel conductors. It will have often two parallel conductors. We will have often two parallel conductors. So one is going to be a phase, other one is going to be of a neutral. Neutral is going to be of an axis of a return path. It will be axis of a return path. When the circuit closes, if the path exists for this animal, so current, then only the current will be flowing. So here the in single phase, only one conductor is there, another one is of your neutral. These two conductors. So two conductors will be of your parallel conductors. Two conductors will be of your parallel conductors. So this forms a rectangular loop. This forms of a rectangular loop. This forms a rectangular loop, right? When there is often flux linkage in the conductor, so automatically there will be often inductance in your transmission line. So here I am going to consider a conductor. I am going to consider a conductor A and B. I am going to consider often conductor A and B. For single phase transmission, we have two conductors. So I am having often conductor A and conductor B. So it will be having of a conductor A and conductor B. So this is going to be of your A and this is going to be of your B. So today we are going to calculate the inductance of the transmission line. First I have taken up a single phase transmission line. If you take up a single phase transmission line, it will have two conductors. Two conductors will be parallel. So phase A and phase B. So phase and neutral will be there. Okay. This forms a rectangular path. Why? Because the current will be flowing through the loop only. Okay. So when alternating current flows through the conductor, it will process often flux linkage will be there. Due to the flux linkage, there will be often inductance will be exist in the circuit. Okay, now we are going to calculate what about the inductance of our transmission line. Here I am going to consider the current conductor A and B. Conductor A carrying a current of IA ampere and conductor B carrying a current of IB ampere, which is separated by a distance of d meters. Right? And the radius of the conductor will be having a radius of R radius. If this both the conductor has the radius of R radius. Okay, so this is number one will be of an axis of one phase, another will be axis of neutral, which forms a rectangular loop. Okay, so when alternating current flows through this conductor, there will be conductor process of inductance. Why? How is process? There will be a flux linkage. Due to the flux linkage, it will process of an inductance. So now we are going to calculate the inductance. So when the current flows in the conductor, in both the conductor, current will be often same. current will be of a same amount of current only is going to be often flowing through this conductor. Same amount of current only flowing through this conductor. Same amount of current only is going to be often flowing through this conductor. It means IA is the current flowing through the A conductor and IB is the current flowing. So both the current will be same. Why? Because phase neutral. Neutral will be what forms the return path. So it means the same amount of current only is going to be often flowing, but it will be in opposite direction. It means here is going to be often IA means there is going to be often, but it will be equal to often minus IB. So this implies the but IA plus IB will be equal to often 0. Got it? Right? Single phase transmission line. Single phase transmission, there will be often two conductors will be there. Right? One will be often phase, another one will be of a neutral. But both the conductors will carry upon same amount of current. It will be carrying upon same amount of current. It will be carrying a same amount of current. So it means IA will be equal to upon IB. But IB current is going to be upon opposite direction. The current direction is going to be upon opposite because another conductor is act as upon return path. The current will be in opposite direction. So that's why here remember IA will be equal to upon minus IB. It means IA plus IB will be equal to upon 0. So now we are going to calculate what about our inductance. Now we are going to find out what will be of our inductance. So inductance here, remember, I am going to find out the inductance of this single phase transmission line. It means L. Inductance L will be nothing but flux linkage by unit ampere of current. Flux linkage by unit ampere of current. It means what is the flux? If I able to calculate one conductor means that is going to be same for the other conductor also. So here nothing but the inductance number. If I able to calculate what is the inductance of my conductor A means what is the flux linkage in conductor A and what is the amount of current flowing through the conductor A. Okay. So here if I want to calculate the inductance of the conductor means I have to calculate the flux linkage. So this flux linkage in the conductor A it is due to two things. One is going to be due to its own current. Due to its own current, there will be a flux linkage will be there. Due to its own current, it means IA current. Due to its IA current, there will be a flux linkage will be there. Second thing is nothing but due to the current of IB. Current of IB, there will be a flux linkage will be there. Flux linkage will be upon two things. The flux linkage will be due to its own current, there will be a flux linkage will be there. Right? Another is due to the current flowing in the conductor B, there will be a flux linkage in the conductor A. There will be a flux linkage in the conductor A. Okay. So if I calculate both the things, that is going to have the total flux linkage in the conductor A. That will be of the total flux linkage in the conductor A. So now I am going to revert. First, we know what is the current revert flux linkage due to its own current. What is the flux linkage in due to of its own current? What will be the expression? Last class we have seen no. Just tell me what will be the expression? Anyone? Come on, tell me. What is the flux linkage due to its own current? What is the expression? Sorry. What is the flux linkage due to its own current? It means that is equal to mu naught. What is the current flowing through this conductor? What is the current flowing through this conductor? IA. So it means mu naught IA by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus integral of distance r to infinity dx by x. Okay. Last class we have discussed. What we have discussed? We have taken a single conductor. We have taken up a single conductor. Single conductor. We have taken up a single conductor. The single current, when a current of 5 amperes flows through the conductor, there will be often flux linkage will be often two flux. One is going to be often internal flux plus external flux due to its own current. So we have derived the expression. So that only I have wrote it here. When the current flows through this conductor, due to the internal magnetic lines of force, there will be a flux linkage will be there. Due to the same current, there will be a magnetic lines of force is going to exist outside. So due to that, there will be a flux linkage will be there. So that only the flux is a total flux linkage due to its own current, right? But now when the I am calculating what is the flux linkage. Now I am calculating what is the flux linkage in the conductor A. Right? When a current of 5 ampere is flowing through this one, there will be a since IB is going, but B current is going to a return path. So due to the current flowing in this one, there will be an external flux linkage on the conductor A. External flux linkage on the conductor A. That is nothing but due to the current B. So now I am going to calculate what is the flux linkage. What is the flux linkage due to IB current? Due to IB current. What is the flux linkage? What is the flux linkage? What is the flux linkage? That is equal to mu naught. When a current of IB is flowing, there is an external flux linkage on the conductor A. So it means IB by 2 pi, which is separated by a distance of D. So it means something but integral of d to infinity dx by x. Dx by x. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt? No, sir. Basic derivation is very, very important. What is the flux linkage in a single current carrying conductor? Right? What is the flux linkage? Then second thing we have seen about what is the flux linkage in a group of current carrying conductor. We have discussed two different things. So based on that expression only, we are deriving about the we are going to calculate what is the inductance of our transmission line. So here I have taken a single phase transmission line. Okay, single phase transmission, there will be only two conductors will be there. One is going to be of phase, another one will be of your neutral. Phase and neutral will be there. So that's why it will have often two conductors. This two conductors will form a rectangular loop. Length will be less, the breadth will be less. So it will form a rectangular loop. Right? So when alternating current flows through this conductor, definitely it will flow through the inductance. Why means there will be flux linkage will be there. Due to the flux linkage, then the loop it will be having an inductance. So now I am considering a conductor A and B. Where conductor A is going to be of my phase and B is going to be of my neutral. For timing, I am telling you. So I am having up two conductors A and B. Right? They having a current of I ampere, IA ampere, and B will be of an IB. So the current flowing through the conductor will be same amount of current. Both the conductor, there will be a same amount of current will be flowing. Why? Because other one will be acting as upon return path. But the direction of the current is going to be upon opposite. So if I am taking this going to be the phase means, and this if it is going to be neutral means, the current will be in opposite direction. It means IB will be equal to upon minus IB. If I substitute here minus, both current will be same. Right? If I substitute here is going to be upon IB equal to upon minus IB. Why I am substituting here as minus IB means one is going to be carrying the current, other will be acting as upon return path. In the return path, the current direction will be in opposite direction. So that's why I am wrote here is going to be upon minus sign. So this implies that IA plus IB will be equal to upon 0. Keeping as it is right now. Right? I am going to calculate what is the inductance of our single phase transmission line. For that, I am going to calculate what is the flux linkage in my conductor A. So the flux linkage in my conductor A is nothing but is going to be often two things. One is nothing but the flux linkage will be often due to its own current. Due to its own current. When the current of IA ampere is flowing through this conductor, there will be an internal flux linkage and external flux linkage due to the current IA. Right? Then there will be of another current which is flowing through the conductor B. When the current flows, there will be in this conductor B conductor, there will be external magnetic lines of force will be there. So that external magnetic lines of force will link with the conductor A. So there will be of another flux linkage will be there. So that's why the total flux linkage in a conductor A will be equal to often due to its own current, and another one is due to the current of IB current. So now I am writing out what is the flux linkage due to its own current. So own current means internal plus external, right? I will get it. So what will be the flux linkage due to the current of IB current? So this is going to be of the flux linkage due to the IB current. So this is going to be of my 2. So if I club 1 and 2, that is going to be of the total flux linkage in a conductor. Total flux linkage in a conductor. Total flux linkage with conductor A is 1 plus 2 is equal to often 1 plus 2. It means flux linkage phi A will be equal to often mu naught IA by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus integral of r to infinity dx by x plus mu naught IB by 2 pi integral of d to infinity dx by x. This is the total flux linkage in a conductor A. So I can take it here nothing but mu naught, mu naught by 2 pi, mu naught by 2 pi, I am taking outside mu naught by 2 pi, right? IA into 1 by 4 plus integral of r to infinity dx by x plus IB into integral of d to infinity dx by x. Okay. We know that integral of 1 by x. What is the integral of 1 by x? What is the integral of 1 by x? Someone unmute and tell me the answer. What is the integral of 1 by x?
Log of x, sir.
Yeah, it's nothing but log of x. It means that is a natural logarithm. Log base to the e of x plus c is the constant there. Don't leave it. Now we are not going to consider the constant. So it means integral of 1 by x is equal to log base to the e x. It means natural logarithm. Okay. So nothing but I can write it mu naught by 2 pi IA 1 by 4. So 1 by x is going to be of natural logarithm. So 1 by x is going to be nothing but natural logarithm base to the e of x with the limit of r to infinity plus IB, right? Natural logarithm of x d to infinity. Okay. When I substitute the limits, This is equal to mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 plus IA into log base to the infinity upper limit minus lower limit minus log base to the of r right plus IB log base to the infinity minus log base to the d. Corner board there is a able to see that corner board? Is it visible? Is it visible?
Sir, அது rotate பண்றப்ப தான் சார் விசிபிள் ஆகும். பசங்க rotate பண்ணி பார்க்கணும்.
IB log base to the of infinity minus log base to the of d. Okay. So what is the value of log base to the infinity? What is the value of log base to the infinity? Any idea? Any idea? I am combining both the things. Log base to the infinity down. It will be infinity. Okay. So both the things I am taking here. Here both log infinity are both are added. So IA plus IB minus IA into log base to the E of R minus IB into log base to the E of D. Right? So we know that this is 0. Why because 0? IA plus IB equal to 0. Right? So this is going to 0. This can become often anything into 0, it will become often 0. So I can able to get mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 minus IA into log base to the E of R minus IB into log base to the E of D. Right? I know that IA equal to minus IB. IA equal to minus IB. So it means I can replace this term by IA. I can replace this term by IA. So it means mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 minus log base to the plus IA into log base to the of D. What I can write here, IA I can take it outside. So when I am taking outside, mu naught IA by 2 pi 1 by 4. How can I write this one? I can write plus log base to the of D by R. Log base to the of D by R. Any doubt? Any doubt irudappa? Students, response. I need your response.
No doubt, sir.
Natural logarithm. இங்க மைனஸ் இருந்தாலும் அடுத்த டினாமினேட்டர் டைம் வரும். I can combine both the time. ஓகேவா? மைனஸ்னால டிவிஷன் இருக்கு. இதுவே பிளஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா மல்டிபிகேஷன் ஆயிருக்கும். D into R ஆகும். ஓகே. So now we have calculated what about our flux linkage in a conductor A. In a conductor G. Okay, so this is the flux linkage. This is our flux linkage. So when our single phase transmission, we are taking up a single phase transmission line. In single phase transmission line, we have often two parallel conductors. One will be phase, another one will be neutral. But in both the conductors, equal amount of current only will be flowing. Why? Because one conductor will act as of a return path, so that the current will be in opposite direction in the other conductors. Okay. So that's why here I have written, remember IA equal to IB I have wrote, but other conductors will have the opposite direction current value. So IA equal to upon minus IB, it means IA plus IB equal to upon 0. Right? Here I have taken, remember, the current flowing the conductor A is going to be upon IA and current flowing the conductor B is going to be upon IB. Here I am calculating what about the inductance. For inductance calculation, flux linkage by current is going to follow up here inductance. Okay. For calculating the inductance of the conductor, so the conductor A, I am taking upon conductor A. So it will have often due to the current of IA current. So this is a flux linkage. This is a flux linkage due to the current of IA current. Due to the current of IA current, this is a flux linkage. Due to the current of IB current, this is the flux linkage on the conductor A. So this gives us one total flux linkage. Then I have reduced it. I have got it nothing but the flux linkage will be equal to often flux linkage will be equal to often mu naught IA by 2 pi into 1 by 4 plus log base to the E of D by R. So this is the flux linkage, total flux linkage in a conductor A. So we know that inductance of conductor A will be equal to open flux linkage by unit ampere of current, nothing but IA. So it means I am substituting mu naught IA by 2 pi by IA into 1 by 4 plus log base to the E of D by R. So IA will get cancelled. So I will get mu naught by 2 pi into 1 by 4 plus log base to the E of D by R. What is the value of mu naught? What is the value of mu naught? What is the value of mu naught? I think last session we have seen about what is the value of mu naught. I have told you what is the mu naught. Mu naught is the permeability of the medium. So what about the value of here mu naught? 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter. So it means my inductance LA will be equal to often I am substituting instead of mu naught, I am substituting 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 by 2 pi, right, into 1 by 4 plus log base 3 of d by r. So pi pi will get cancelled, right? I will get upon 2. If I I'm getting 10 power minus 7. If I take the 2 inside, it will be equal to 1 by 2 plus 2 into log base 3 of d by r. This is the inductance in a conductor A, but it's a single phase. 2 conductors are there. So this inductance is going to be called as of a loop inductance. This inductance is going to be called as of a loop inductance. In a single phase transmission line, that is going to be called as of a loop inductance. Is nothing but that is equal to often twice of LA. Random conductor is taking up same amount of current. So it means that is equal to often 2 into 10 power minus 7, 1 by 2 plus 2 log base 3 of d by r. So it means 10 power minus 7, 1 plus 4 into log base 3 of d by r. So this is going to be of our loop inductance. I have told initially, single phase conductor will have often 2 parallel conductors which forms a rectangular loop. So we have 2 conductors. I have calculated for only 1 conductor. Right? If they ask loop inductance means 2 into L, it means 2 into 10 power, is going to be often 10 power minus 7, 1 by 2, 2 into log base 3 of d by r. So I'm taking inside the 2, so automatically we cancel 1. We get 4 log base 3 of d by r. While doing the problem, see to that it is a natural logarithm. It means ln function. Log base 3 is nothing but ln function. You have to use it. Okay, remember that one. So any doubt? Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Copy down. Have we copied? Arun Suryanarayan has responded. Okay. For this basic is nothing but how the flux linkage in a conductor, that is very, very important. So that's why initially before going to the direct calculation of the inductance, we have seen how about the flux linkage in a conductor. If you know that concept of how a flux linkage in a conductor, then we can be able to derive the expression for the inductance of our transmission. First, we have taken off a single phase transmission line. When it's a single phase transmission line, we'll have often 2 conductors. One is going to be often carrying the current, other one will act as often return path. So it forms a rectangular path. So based on that one, I am writing what about the flux linkage due to the conductor A due to its own current. Another is due to the current in the conductor B. What is the flux linkage? That will give the total flux linkage in a conductor. So if I am able to calculate the flux linkage means I can able to calculate the inductance. Because flux linkage by unit ampere of current is something that is going to be called as inductance. So now I have calculated what is the inductance of a conductor. Okay, but single phase transmission has 2 conductors, right? That forms a loop inductance. It means 2 into LA. That is the total inductance of our single phase transmission line. So the total inductance that we call as here is going to call as a loop inductance. Loop inductance will be equal to often 10 power minus 7, 1 plus 4 into log base 3 of d by r. Okay, so this one. Okay, this is single conductor. You have to use this one. If a loop inductance means you have to use this formula. Okay. Next, inductance of a three-phase transmission line. Inductance of a three-phase transmission line. So here I am considering a three-phase transmission line. Three-phase transmission line means three conductors will be there. It is R, Y, B. They are taken as often phase A, phase B, and phase C. Okay, notation may be different. You can represent to B as standard form. I am taking often ABC. We have single phase will be A, B. So that's why here also I am taking it often ABC. Right? Here three conductors are there. Here we are having often three conductors. Three conductors are A, B, and C, right? Carrying a current of IA, IB, and IC, right? All the three conductors are separated by a distance of, it means spacing between the conductors. Spacing between the conductors. Spacing between the conductors, right? I'm having up for three conductors. Now we are going to calculate the inductance of a three-phase transmission line. So three-phase transmission line, we have often three conductors. The three conductors are A, B, and C. But all the conductors carrying a current of A conductor carrying a current of IA ampere, IB, and IC. The spacing between the conductors is nothing but D1, D2, and D3. Right? So before deriving that, I am assuming that the load connected to the system is going to appear balanced load. Balanced load. Whenever you analyze the system, it depends upon how the system loads. If it balanced, the system is going to be a balanced system. I am assuming that the balanced load. So when it's going to be a balanced load, sum of the current here is going to be of nothing but is equal to often 0. It means IA plus IB plus IC is equal to often 0. Under balanced load condition, the current will be equal to often 0. Okay. Here I am considering three conductors A, B, C. Right? Current flowing to the conductor is going to be upon IA, IB, and IC. It means IA current is going to flow through the conductor A, IB is through the conductor B, okay, and conductor C carrying a current of IC current. So each conductor is separated by a distance of D1, D2, and D3. Right? So since the load is going to be upon balance, the current flowing through the conductor also is going to appear balanced current. Okay. So now I am going to calculate what is the inductance. Inductance here is going to be of nothing but L will be equal to often flux linkage by unit ampere of current. I am going to calculate what is the carry, but since it's going to have same but separated by distance. If I calculate the inductance, the same inductance will be there in the conductor B as well as in the C also. So here remember I am going to calculate in the conductor A, what about my inductance? If I want to calculate the inductance means I have to calculate the flux linkage for the current flowing through the conductor. Okay, for the current flowing through the conductor. So here the flux linkage in the conductor A is going to be often due to what? IA current, due to its own current, due to its own current, due to its own current. Okay. What is the flux linkage in this conductor A? Due to its own current, there will be one flux linkage will be there. Due to the current flowing through the conductor B, the external magnetic flux will be linked with this coil. So it means due to current IB, right? Next, when the current flowing in this conductor, there will be a flux linkage on the conductor A. It means due to current IC. So it means the flux linkage in the conductor A is equal to often current due to current of IA. What is the flux linkage? It means due to current IB, what is the flux linkage? And what is the flux linkage due to often current of IC? If I add this 1, 2, 3, there is going to have the flux linkage in the conductor A. There is going to have the flux linkage in the conductor A. So what I can able to write, what is the flux linkage? What is the flux linkage due to its own current? What will be the formula? What is the expression? It means due to the current of IA current. So what is the flux linkage? What is the flux linkage? Mu naught IA by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus integral of r to infinity dx by x. So this is going to happen due to of its own current. What is the flux linkage? Then what about the flux linkage? Flux linkage due to IB current. What is the flux linkage? That is equal to often mu naught IB by 2 pi separated by distance another. Separated by distance of
D3, sir.
D3. So it means, I am calculating what is the flux linkage in the conductor A. In the conductor A, what is the flux linkage? There will be often internal flux linkage and external flux linkage due to this current. That only I have wrote it here. Okay. When the current flowing through this conductor B, the external flux linkage will be linked with the conductor A. So that there will be a flux linkage on the conductor A. Okay. So that's nothing but mu naught IB by 2 pi D3 into infinity dx by x. Dx by x. Next, I will erase this part. Next, flux linkage due to IC current. Here, but A, B, and C we have drawn. We are calculating what is the flux linkage in the conductor A. Due to current B, what is the flux linkage in conductor A? We have next, due to current flowing in the conductor C, what is the flux linkage on the conductor A? So it means IC will be equal to often, but due to often IC, what is the flux linkage? So that is equal to often. What is the distance? What is the distance separated by this one? Mu naught IC by 2 pi integral of what is the distance? I think it's a D2, no? Between distance between A and C. Distance between A and C is going to be often D2. Okay, so that is the flux linkage, right? So the total flux linkage, right, in conductor A, is equal to often 1 plus 2 plus 3. It means the flux linkage in conductor A will be equal to often mu naught Ia by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus integral of r to infinity dx by x, right, plus mu naught Ib by 2 pi integral of d3 to infinity dx by x plus mu naught Ic by 2 pi integral of d2 to infinity dx by x. Up to this, any doubt? Up to this, any doubt?
No, sir.
Doubt ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ?
ಇಲ್ಲ sir.
Now simplify the expression and get the final equation. Come on. Same how we did it for single phase transmission line. Tell me the final one. So here commonly I can take mu naught outside. So that is nothing but mu naught by 2 pi I am taking commonly outside. So it means Ia by 4 plus Ia into integral of r to infinity, right, dx by x plus Ib into d3 to infinity dx by x, right, plus Ic into d2 into infinity dx by x. Okay. Upper limit minus lower limit. So minus log base to the minus Ia into log base to the of r minus Ib into log base to the of d3, right, plus sorry minus Ic into log base to the of d2. Okay. So this value become of an 0. Okay. Come on, get me the final value. Get me the final value. What you will get? naught by N 0 under balanced load condition, IA plus IB equal to often IA plus IB plus IC is equal to often 0. So this time become often 0. It means mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 minus IA into log base 3 of R minus IB log base 3 of D3 minus IC log base 3 of D2. Right? So I have drawn here nothing but transmission line of 3 conductors A, B, C. A, B, C separated by a distance of D1, D2, D3. Right? Here I am assuming that the distance D1 equal to D2 equal to D3 equal to D. It means equally spaced. Equally spaced. So it means symmetrical spacing. This is going to call the of here symmetrical spacing. Symmetrical spacing. It means equal distance. This placing under equal distance. Okay, then it will form of a triangle. Okay, when triangle only will have of an equal distance. So I am assuming that nothing but D1, D2, D3 equal to often D. It's an equal distance. When it is going to be of an equal distance means then automatically what will happen? I can replace D3 and D2 by D. So this is nothing but mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 minus IA into log base 3 of right R minus IB. Okay, IB. So it means minus IB log base 3 of D minus IC log base 3 of D. So now these both are same. If I can take it out, then it will be equal to of nothing but I can write this value is equal to of nothing but log base 3 of R. It means minus and I can take it IB plus IC into log base 3 of D. Okay. We know that what we know. What we know, IA plus IB plus IC is equal to often 0. This means, what it means? IA will be equal to often minus IB plus IC. This I have taken under balanced load. Under balanced load, all the current is going to be often same. It means IA plus IB plus IC is equal to often 0. So this from this I can write IA equal to often minus IB plus IC. So I am substituting here instead of nothing but this I am substituting with respect of an IA. So it means now what I will get? Mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 minus IA into log base 3 of R plus IA into log base 3 of D. Okay, so I can write it nothing but mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 plus IA into log base 3 of D by R. If I take it outside, I will get mu naught IA by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus log base 3 of D by R. So this is the total flux linkage in conductor A. This is the total flux linkage in conductor A. Okay. So now we can able to calculate the inductance. Flux linkage by unit ampere of current is going to appear inductance. So that will be equal to nothing but LA will be equal to often flux linkage by unit ampere of current. So when I substitute IA will get cancelled, right? Mu naught by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus log base to the E of, right, D by R. D by R. Right? If I substitute mu naught, what is the mu naught value? What is the mu naught value? 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per minute. So it means that is equal to 4 pi means nothing but 2 will get cancelled. So it means nothing but 10 power minus 7 1 by 2 plus 2 into log base to the E of D by R. So when I am substituting for mu naught, then if I simplify, so this is going to be of your inductance. What it denotes? What is the inference? What is the expression we got it in often single conductor in A inductance? What we got? What the expression we got it in the single phase transmission? I'm not asking for the loop inductance. Inductance of a single phase transmission. இப்போ நம்ம டெரைவ் பண்ணோம்.
சார் क्वेश्चन நோட் சொல்லுங்க சார். क्वेश्चन நோட் சொல்லுங்க சார்.
What is the inductance of a single phase transmission line? In expression we got it the expression for inductance of a single phase transmission line. We got it the same thing. Loop inductance என்ன பண்றோம் 2 ன்னு போட்டோம். அப்ப 2 போட்டா என்ன ஆகும்? 2 உள்ள போச்சுனா you will get cancel 1 plus 4 into log base 3 of D by R. அது loop inductance. Okay. Any doubt?
No sir.
Remember that now, if you know how to calculate the flux linkage calculate பண்ண என்ன தெரியணும்? If you want to calculate the flux means you have to know about your flux density. So remember, if you want to calculate the inductance means you have to know about your flux linkage. Flux linkage தெரியும்னா magnetic field density தெரியணும். Magnetic field density தெரியும்னா magnetic field intensity தெரியணும். So இதுதான் first concept நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணினோம். How to calculate the flux linkage in a single conductor பார்த்தோம். அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா first என்ன பண்ணோம்? intensity magnetic field intensity calculate பண்ணோம். அந்த magnetic field intensity வச்சு magnetic flux density என்னன்னு சொல்லி calculate பண்ணோம். அந்த magnetic density என்னன்னு calculate பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் we have calculated what is the flux linkage. Flux linkage calculate பண்ணா inductance calculate பண்ணோம். Why? Because flux linkage by unit ampere of current is going to called as inductance. Okay. So இதுதான் first பார்த்தோம். அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் we are calculating what is the inductance of our transmission line. First we have taken in today's session we have taken up a single phase transmission line. We taken the single phase transmission line. In single phase transmission line, what is the inductance of the transmission line we have calculated? So there remember we got the inductance of the conductor and loop inductance. Single phase transmission line it forms a rectangular loop. So it means that is going to have a loop inductance. So here remember three phase transmission line. பேலன்ஸ் ஒரு கண்டக்டர்ல எவ்வளவு கரண்ட் போகுதோ அதே தான் அடுத்த கண்டக்டர்ல போகுது. இதுல எவ்வளவு இண்டக்டன்ஸ் 3 கண்டக்டர்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா ஒரு கண்டக்டர்ல எவ்வளவு இண்டக்டன்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா தட் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ஆஃப் தி அதர். Similarly, it will be applicable for the other two conductors also. So that's why I will stop with one conductor. So this will be the inductance value in a single conductor. That is going to be applicable for conductor B and C also. Okay. So now in the same thing, now I'm going to have, I think you have seen it, how about the transmission line conductors arranged in the power system. Whether it's a triangle arranged, number arrangement, whether it's arranged triangular, if the arrangement, tell me, you are seeing the distribution system and transmission system outside your home, no? How about the lines are there? Whether it's equally spaced, transmission lines are, remember, conductors are equally spaced, equal distances spaced by equal distance of the conductor arrangement.
No, sir.
How it will be like? If three conductors are conductor 1 separated by distance, conductor 2 and conductor 3. It will be like this, parallel. It will be in parallel. Right? The conductors are running parallel throughout the length of the transmission line. So it won't be often like equal distance. It won't like this equal distance. Okay. So here remember, if the transmission lines are arranged unsymmetrical spacing, what about the inductance of your transmission line? So this nothing but here I have told you this is a symmetrical spacing. We have calculated the inductance of the three-phase transmission line when the conductors are arranged at equal distance. When the conductors are arranged at equal distance, it means that is going to call us of a symmetrical spacing. That is going to call us of a symmetrical spacing. Right? So here, actually the transmission line, most of the transmission line will not be often equally spaced. It's an unsymmetrical spacing. It will be a unsymmetrical spacing. Why? Because if I have often three conductors, if I have often three conductors like this, okay, if I have often three conductors like this, okay, so here if I having often three conductors like this, the distance between A and B will be same, B and C will be same, but C and A will not be often same. So that is going to call us of a unsymmetrical spacing. So now we are going to derive the inductance expression for unsymmetrical spacing, for often unsymmetrical spacing. So unsymmetrical, we are going to calculate the inductance of the transmission line if the conductors are not equally space, right? So that when it's not equally spaced, that is going to call this often unsymmetrical spacing. Suppose I am having often conductor A, right, B and C. So the distance between the conductor A and B is going to be often, I'm taking this often distance. And what about the distance of A and C? What is the distance of A and C? D. Thickness of this is going to be of my D2, D1, D3. So distance between A and B is going to be often D3, B and C is going to be of D1, and C and A is going to be often D2. Okay. So if the conductors are unsymmetrically spacing, what about the inductance of the transmission I am going to calculate? So here, why on the even if the current is going to be often balanced, even the current is going to be often balanced in all the conductors. If the current flowing in conductor A is going to be often IA, IB, and IC. Under balanced condition, IA plus IB plus IC will be equal to often 0. But if you measure the voltage, here I am setting the voltage, the sending in voltage. If I measure the voltage across this one, nothing but what will happen? The voltage will not be same in all the phases. VA, VB, and VC will not be same. Why? Because due to the inductance, the voltage is going to often get varies in the transmission line. The distance between A and C is going to be often greater compared to often B and AB. If you take the conductor A, right? Due to the current flowing through the conductor B, there is a flux linkage on conductor A, right? But due to conductor C, when current flowing in the conductor C, the flux linkage in the conductor A will be varying. But if we calculate the inductance in the conductor B, so B is going to be often located at the same equal distance between A and C. So what will happen? So there will be often more inductance. Due to the more inductance, the voltage drop will be more, right? So there is a variation in the potential in the receiving end side. So VA, VB, and VC will not be same. Even the current is going to be same. The voltage, the receiving end point will not be same. So such a type of transmission line will have often uneven voltages. So in order to make it the uniform at the uniform voltage drop of all the transmission lines, we are going to transpose the line at regular intervals. It means the position of the conductor is going to often change at regular intervals. The position of the conductor is going to often change at regular interval. When I am going to change it at the regular interval, if I measure the voltage at the end, the voltage will be often same. So that type of transmission line here is going to call us often transposed line. Here is going to call us up here transposed line. Transposed line. Right? I am going to consider often unsymmetrical spacing line, but the unsymmetrical spacing line is going to be often transposed. Okay. So what will happen now? So this become often C, okay, A, B. Now I am transposing. At this position, this is become often B, C, A. At next distance or equal distance of next distance, right? If I change the position, so that become often so this line is going to have called as of here transposed line. Now if I measure the voltages, the voltage will be even, right? So at regular intervals, for suppose I am taking off an L length, I am taking off an L length of the transmission, L length of my transmission line at even distance. At even distance, I am transposing the position of the transmission line. I am transposing the position of the transmission line. So when I am doing like that, that type of transmission here is going to be called as a transposed line. Why I am doing it? I am making the flux linkage in the conductor to be often uniform. If the flux linkage is going to be of a uniform, automatically voltage at the receiving point will be of an same. Otherwise, suppose if the unsymmetrical spacing, if I am transmitting to the same phase A, B, and C, right? If I measure the voltages, the voltage, even if load is going to be balanced, the voltage will not be of a same. It will be of a different. Why it is different means due to the uniform flux linkage in the conductor. On uniform flux linkage in the conductor, the voltage at the receiving end will be different. So to avoid that, I am transporting at regular interval. I am changing the position of the conductor. Right? So if I change the position of the conductor, then there is going to be a transpose line to make the uniform flux linkage across the conductor, so that the inductance will be uniform. So that the inductance will be of an uniform. Right? So for this conductor, now we are going to find out what will be the inductance of your transmission line. So again, I am going to consider the conductor J. I am going to calculate what is the flux linkage. In conductor, the flux linkage will be often due to often own current, IA current, and due to often IB current, there is a flux linkage, and due to often IC current, there is often flux linkage. But these are delivered at a distance, different distance. Okay. So when I exchange the position of the transmission line, that is going to be a called of your transposition or transposition or transpose line. Okay. I think you have copied the diagram now. Since I am changing the position at regular intervals, right, I am assuming the line currents. Why? Because at different phases. So current is balance. So automatically IA plus IB plus IC will be equal to 0. I am assuming the line current. That line current will be having a phase difference of 120 degrees. Will have a phase difference of 120 degrees. So that I am writing here is the IA will be equal to nothing but I into 1 plus J0, right? And IB will be equal to I of minus 0.5 minus J of 0.866, right? And IC will be equal to I of 0.5 minus 0.5 plus J of 0.866. Now I am taking up 1 meter length of the conductor, right? For this 1 meter of length of conductor, I am going to calculate what is the inductance. I am going to calculate what about the inductance. Okay. So at regular interval, in the 1 meter, at the regular interval, I am changing the position of the conductor to make the voltage to often uniform. To make the voltage to often uniform. Okay. So that is going to be called as often transposition. Okay. Transposition. So simply, but the phase difference will have often current will have often three phase lines will have often phase difference. What is the phase difference? One angle of 120 degree, one angle of 240 degree, one angle of minus 120 degree. Right? So this I am writing here nothing but A phase, B phase, and C phase. This I am writing in terms of my polar form, rectangular form. Rectangular form current will be often same IA plus IB plus IC, which have often phase difference of 120 degree. Three phase system. Okay, we'll have an equal space. So that I am ready. So now I am taking the conductor A. What is the flux linkage in conductor A? Right? I am going to calculate what is the inductance in the conductor A. So that is equal to often flux linkage by unit ampere of current. Flux linkage by unit ampere of current. So what is the flux linkage in current conductor A? So remember due to of the current of IA current. IA current, own current. It means IA by 2 pi 1 by 4 plus integral of r to infinity dx by x. Okay, this is due to of its own current. plus IB current. It means mu naught IB by 2 pi integral of B is at a distance from A is going to have here D3. So it's going to have here D3 to infinity dx by x plus mu naught IC by 2 pi integral of at a distance of D2. So this is the total flux linkage in conductor A. For 10 minutes, so then we'll move to of your rotor meeting. We'll complete this derivation. A by 4. So again, here also nothing but I will get log base to the of infinity, log base to the of infinity, and log base to the of infinity. If I club, that will become often 0. Okay, so I am writing directly nothing but minus IB log base to the of D3 minus IC log base to the of D2. Okay. I think that value become of nothing but IA plus IB plus IC. This value become of 0 in the log base to the of infinity. Okay. So here, I think one time I have missed it. What is the time? Minus IA into log base to the of R. I missed here. Okay, so now I am substituting, right? Instead of IA, IB, and IC, I am substituting this value. So when I am substituting mu naught by 2 pi, I think I will write clearly here, IA by 4 minus IA into log base to the of R minus IB into log base to the of D3 minus IC into log base to the of D2, right? I am substituting these values instead of IA, IB and IC, I am substituting this value. So this is nothing but I am writing mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4 minus, right? I into 1 plus J 0 into log base to the of R, right? Minus I into minus 0.5 minus J of 0.866 into log base to the of D3 minus I into minus 0.5 plus J of 0.866 log base to the E of D2. I am substituting this value. I am substituting this value here so that I can write it out. IA by 4, right? I think this term won't be coming. So minus I into log base to the E of R minus 0.5. 0.5 log base to the E of D3. So minus into minus, this become of plus I. 0.5 I into log base to the E of 3. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மைனஸ் இன்ட்டு மைனஸ் பிளஸ் ஆயிரும். ஸோ பிளஸ் plus 0.5 log base to the E of D2, okay, minus J of 0.866, minus into minus means plus, so plus 0.66 into, so this is going to appear I, again I have the I here, 0.5 I, 0.66 I into log base to the E of D3 minus J of 0.866 I into log base to the E of D2. This I can write mu naught by 2 pi IA by 4, right, minus I into log base to the E of R, 0.5 is there. So this is nothing but 0.5 log base to the E of multiplying D2, D3. So it means D3 into D2. Okay, 0.886 is going to have common. This is going to have a minus. So minus now D3 by D2. So I can write plus J of 0.866 log base to the E of D3 by D2. Okay. So this still I can able to simplify. How I can? What is the 0.5? I can write 1 by 2. IA by 4 minus I into, sorry, I am missing the I term. I will get I here also. I will get I here also. Otherwise you can, somewhere I have made mistake. Commonly I means 1 by 4 only. Okay, 1 plus 4, 0. Again, this also is going to have I only. Okay, so this also I. I know inductance will be equal to often flux linkage by unit ampere of current. So here nothing but if I substitute mu naught by 2 pi into 1 by 4, I am taking the I outside. So IA will get cancelled. Okay. So this I can combine here. So that I can write log base to the E of D3 D2 by R plus J of 0.866 log base to the E of D3 by D2. Okay. If I substitute for mu naught, I can write mu naught will be equal to often 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. If I substitute, I can get LA will be equal to often 10 power minus 7 1 by 2 plus 2 into log base to the of d2 d3 by r. This is the cubic root. This is the root. Okay. Plus, if I multiply by 2, 2 into this value, I can write it off on j of 1.732 log base to the e of d3 by d2. Okay. So this is the inductance of conductor A. But here what will happen? Here this three-phase transmission line at regular interval, the position of the transmission line is going to be of an interface. So at this position become of an C, at this position become of an A. So if you take the complete length, it will have of an A position, B position and C position. So automatically here the but I have to know what will be. Similarly I can write at position 2, what is the inductance? Then position 3, what is the inductance? It means here is going to be of an LB and here become of an LC. Why? Because at position 1, ABC, the position 1, the position 2, this become of an C, A, B. At position 3, this become of an B, C, A. Okay. Again, it will become of an uniform.
Sir, time is sir.
2 minutes derivation now. Total word meeting only, no?
Yes, sir.
Total word meeting, just post the message. That's not a problem. Okay. So here, but if I am calculating the inductance of a transmission line, right? Here I am taking the conductor A. Conductor A at position 1 will have the inductance of A. At position 2 will have the inductance of C. At position 3 will have the inductance of B. So automatically what will happen? LB and LC I have tried it. I have tried LB and as well as of an LC. So this is nothing but 10 power minus 7, right? 1 by 2 plus only the distance. This distance value is going to be often get changes. Okay. Accordingly, I have tried the distance. It means position 1, position 2, position 3, this is inductance. So that the inductance of each line, that is nothing but equal to often LA plus LB plus LC. So if I merge it, then I can get, so this is at 3 symmetrical positions. So this became of an average value. This is going to be of I am taking the average of 1 by 3. So this will be equal to of but if I add, I can get 1 by 2 plus 2 into log base to the e of cubic root of d12, d23, d31 divided by r into 10 power minus 7. So that is equal to often 0.5 plus 2 into log base to the e of, right, 3 into cubic root of d of 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1 divided by r. into 10 power minus 7. So this is going to appear inductance in a three-phase transmission line for unsymmetrical spacing. For often unsymmetrical spacing, we are getting the same formula only, but here the instance is going to be, suppose if you assume D12 equal to D23 equal to D31 equal to often D, what will happen? What will happen? What is the value? Solve, sir. Solve, sir. சார் இப்போ யாராலும் லெஃப்ட் சைடு நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க சார். அப்படின்னா சார் they can't able to stay for 5 minutes
சார். சரி சார், சரி சார்.
If you assume this thing, but D12, D23 and D31 is equal to often D, what will happen? This value D cube, cubic root get cancelled, you will get the same formula. It means 1 by 2 plus 2 into log of base B D by R into 10 power minus 7 into 10 power minus 7. Okay. Since due to the unsymmetrical spacing, we are getting this one. If its distance is same, the expression will be often same. Okay. Only difference here is, but if you are doing for often three-phase transmission line, so you can find out the inductance of the three-phase transmission line for symmetrical spacing, unsymmetrical spacing. When it comes with the unsymmetrical spacing, right, you have to do the transposition of the transmission line. Why we are doing the transposition means the position of the conductor is going to often change at regular intervals. That is going to call us often transpose line. The transmission line is going to call us often transpose line. That is going to often transposition. Changing of the position at regular interval of the transmission, that is going to call us often transposition. So due to that, the transmission line is going to call us often transposed line. So for now, I will have often three conductors. We have often unsymmetrical spacing. Where the spacing between A, B and C is not uniform. A to B is same, B to C is same, but C to A is different. So due to that, the voltage at the receiving end will be different. Even the current is going to be often same. So to make the uniform voltage drop, what we are going to do is we are changing the position of the transmission line. It means A position, B position, C position is going to be often changed at regular intervals. Will be changed at your regular intervals. Okay, so finally they will get same position, right? Why? If you're changing the position means the uniform flux linkage will be happen at the transmission line. So that's why here for unsymmetrical spacing, we have to calculate the, yes, here is going to have position A, B and C. This is a 1 meter length. I am considering upon 1 meter length. For this 1 meter length, the position is going to have an interchange. This is a position 1, position 2, position 3. So right, in a single, suppose I am taking this conductor means this is at this point A, at this point C, at this point B. So 1 meter length, the inductance in the transfer line is going to be often but due to the A, B, C and B. So that's why here I am writing what is the inductance of A, B and C. So each line I can able to get what is the inductance. The average at the end, the average is uniform flux linkage. It become upon average. So that's why here the technique built upon 1 by 3, LA plus LB plus LC. So automatically I can get what is the formula, what is the expression for inductance upon three-phase transmission. That's for upon unsymmetrical space. Suppose in this one, if the spacing is going to be upon uniform, so again you will get the same expression only. So that is the inference. Okay. So this is nothing but up to this we have calculated what is the inductance of the transmission line. What about the inductance of our transmission line? So we have calculated the transmission parameter of inductance. We will solve some numerical problem in the next session. Then we will move to the how to calculate the capacitance in the transmission line. Any doubt?
No, sir, no doubt, sir.
Okay.
சார் செம்ல வருமா சார்